Take two. All right. We live now, y'all. And we have my laugh should not be that ignorant. Okay, we're all in here. Now share. Now share it to your people so that they can know. Say we live now, y'all. Now share it to other people we live. All right. Good evening, y'all, and welcome to Convos for the Couch. I got so excited, just had that whole spiel, but thank y'all so much for tuning in. Go ahead and share this broadcast. Go ahead and tag someone in the comments. I have had so many people come into my inbox and DM me, sis, asking about community, asking about sisterhood, asking about getting connected to women. And so I'm so excited to have y'all on the couch to even talk about how y'all even gave birth to this ministry and what y'all doing in the community. But I'm so excited about you. But y'all, it's your girl Precious Simone live here at Reprieve Wellness Center. You gotta do that again. See, I'm used to it. Okay. But I'm excited to have y'all here. Y'all know Reprieve Wellness Center is a space for y'all to come reprieve, to take basically relax from the day, throw off the weight of the day, because we don't always pause. We don't always sit still. We don't always audit ourselves to figure out how we need to go in the direction that God is asking us. And so Rest of Reprieve is the place for you, whether that be book signings, whether that be small launch, even with y'all, if there's ever anything intimate you want to do, the space, anytime we have a guest, we tell them the space is yours. You get to do whatever you want within reason. Right. But throw a party, a small intimate party. And so I'm excited to have these beautiful ladies on the couch, y'all. I'm gonna go ahead and we're just gonna jump right in because I want y'all to get to know them. I've had a small opportunity, a small window to get to know them, and they are just some powerhouses, and I love what they are doing, what God is doing in them. And so I want y'all to go ahead and introduce yourselves, who you are, what you do, and then we'll get into the foundations of the ministry and all that. Okay. All right.
Okay. Well, I am Kayla, and what I do for a living.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I'm an entrepreneur. I'm a government contractor.
Okay.
I'm also a nurse. I am now about to be a full-time student, going back to get my degree.
Okay.
In nursing.
Let's go.
Yes, pray for me. It's been 9 years since I've been in school.
That's all right. You got this.
But yeah, that's a little bit about me.
All right. Beautiful. What about you, sis?
Hello, I'm Jasmine Calhoun. I'm a mother of 4. I'm a wife. I'm currently working in the financial industry. I've been in the financial industry for over 10 years. I'm also a licensed real estate agent, and I love planning events. I love working out. I'm officially a pickleball girl. As of last, so just a little bit about me.
Okay. All right, sis. What about you? Yeah, you can take it.
Okay, so I'm Teresha. I go by Ray. I am a esthetician located in Bridgeton, Missouri of St. Louis. I am a mother. I'm a wife. I have a teenager. And I love to work out. I love to build with my sisters and just growing closer to God. Those are my main things in life.
Okay, come on. Well, for the reason we are all here, and like I said, we are missing one on the couch, and we're going to have a part 2 with Kiana on the couch because they all gave birth to this amazing ministry together, and so we're excited to dig into that. So let's just go ahead, okay? Let's start with she is rooted. What does that even mean? Like, what does it even mean to be rooted? Like, when y'all say y'all carrying this name for y'all ministry, talk to us a little bit more about what that means and how we got there.
So basically, like, being rooted means like we are rooted in the Word. We are rooted in God, and He's what roots our identity. Mm-hmm. And so that's how we like to connect it to our ministry. Also allowing other ladies to come in that want to find community. Like you said, people are DMing you for community because ladies really want this stuff. So being able to be rooted with like-minded women. Like I said, our foundation is God. And so that's our standard.
How did y'all find each other?
We met through earrings. We done met through workout classes.
Come on.
It is really...
It's a story. So it's very interesting. Our sister Kiana is not here, but she's pretty much the connection. She's the person who connected all of us together. It all started off at a women's conference at our church. We attend Church on the Rock in St. Peter's. Shout out to our people.
Yes. Church on the Rock. Shout out Church on the Rock. Give it up for Church on the Rock. Woo! Come on, churches on the rock. Y'all got folks out here on the rock. You see what I'm doing there? You see what I did there? That was a nice little plug. Okay.
It was. So it started off at a women's conference. We were all attending, and it was me and Kayla. Kiana dropped her earring. We were sitting in front of her, and I was like, "Who earring is this?" I'm like, "I don't know." So I turned around, I was like, "Hey, is this your earring?" She was like, "Yes, this is my earring." So I gave her an earring, and then a few days later, we saw her again, and it was her who peeped me and Kayla out. uh, we were at a workout class, and she was a little hesitant of approaching us because she said that's not in her nature or that's not her type of person she is. And she approached us and say, "Hey, do you guys go to church on a rock?" And we were like, "Yeah, we do." She was like, "I think you gave me my earring." I was like, "Oh my gosh, I did give you." Then we were just talking and getting to know each other. And she was like, "Do you guys want to do a Bible study?" And we were like, "Yes, of
we
course."
Were about that literally. It's amazing how God can like connect people through the little things. I mean, whoever would have thought an earring fall on the floor would bring us all here. You know what I mean?
He's in the little things.
I'm like, God, you funny.
The things we overlook, the things we don't think he's in, he's always in them. Always.
And so when I say everything was such strategic, the way it happened, we started doing Bible studies weekly. And then after that, Kiana approached me and Kaylin was like, "The Holy Spirit is telling me that I need to reach out to you too. And I've been thinking about planning this party, but I just know I can't do it alone." Right. And I was like, a little bit about me. I love planning events. I am an event girl. I love decorating, the decor, all the things. That just lightens me up. Like, you just want to meet just to meet. I'm like, okay, and I'm just gonna have it like set up like an event. Like that's just my personality. So when she said, I was so hyped, I was excited, especially with what it was. It was a prayer party. You know, I'm like, I know so many women that needs this type of community and that needs to be a part of this. And so immediately I was like, yes, me and Kayla, we agreed. And from there, it took off. You know, we had our first prayer party last year in November.
30 people.
30
and then it doubled to 70, 75.
Wow, come on, guys.
You were supposed to cap out at 60, but people wanted to keep coming, so you stretched it to 70.
Come on, guys.
So
from ages 16 to 70.
Come on. Y'all better touch the people. Come on. Touch the people no matter the age. Come on. Come on. Leave nobody undone and out, okay?
At all. So just to see it grow has been such an amazing journey, and building connections with these ladies. The way Teresha fell in, her and Kiana were already best friends, and I've been knowing Teresha since she was in diapers.
Yes, and it was so ironic.
That was very ironic.
God will full circle moment some stuff. Hold on, look.
That was really.
Come on, listen. I don't know who needs a full circle moment, but I want to go ahead and declare that over you. That a full circle moment is coming for you. It's headed in your direction. It don't matter what direction it's coming from, but it's coming to you. I don't think it's by happenstance, y'all having full circle moments. I believe God is the God of full circle moments. So what we look past and look over, he always brings us back to it to remind us that we on time, we in time, and we're on purpose. Right? Everything on this couch is on purpose. Okay? Okay, now go ahead. Diapers.
So
I get excited. I got to pause for a minute.
I couldn't believe that Jazz was a part of our church. When I seen her, I was taken aback because I'm like, ain't no way my mother kept us from each other. Because my mom was a pastor. I come from a big family. We were, what is it? Not secluded, but sheltered.
Yeah.
And so I used to be so angry, like, why can't I go play with my cousin and this and that? Because my mom and her mom were best friends.
Yeah,
and still to this day, they talk.
Wow.
And so when we became leaders of this ministry, I was just like, Lord, this was monumental. And you designed this to happen the way you wanted it to happen. It might not have been like our time when we were children. But as adults, like, I was taken aback, and I'm just happy to be a part of your day-to-day life. I'm complete. I can get rid of the past. Today's a good day.
Come on and be complete. Hey, when you whole, you can welcome whole. When you well, you can welcome well. When you complete, you can welcome complete, right? Y'all get to be strengtheners, if you will, one to another. Sharpeners, one to another, right? All right, let me... How has being rooted in this sisterhood specifically helped each of you bloom in your individual gifts and callings, like within this ministry? How has it helped you? Yeah, go ahead.
So for me, I know that the Lord is watching me. And I know to whom much is given, much is required. And so I knew that if I was to take on this opportunity to be a leader of this group, I knew that I had to be in my word more than normal. And I knew that he was calling me to be more close to him than what I perceived in my mind a relationship with God. He was like, no, I want all of you.
Yeah.
What Megan Ashley say in totality. You know, so I'm like, dang, Lord, can I get 5 days off? Because I'm tired. I need a cruise control because it's so much, but to whom much is given, much is required. So for me, it required me to really purge myself, right? Not only in the word, but in my parenting, right? And not only in parenting, but as a wife and as just a leader in general, because you never know who the Lord gonna send to you to ask you a question or cry on your shoulder, and it's a complete stranger. You know what I'm saying? So you got to be boots on the ground when somebody come to you with a question or just to cry out. So many people are lost in this world, and you have to be rooted at all times. Otherwise, it's going to be shaky ground, you know? So for me, that's what I knew I had to do. I had to purge myself, cleanse myself from all unrighteousness, and really just really dedicate myself to my word, journaling in the word, working out, not saying it's a lion outside at the door. What book? The book of Proverbs say, just lazy. It's a lion outside. I don't want to get up. Steady tossing and turning. No, get up. Set a
Just lazy.
You're just lazy. No, set a routine. You never none of that. Ain't none of that happening. Cause he ain't God ain't no half stepper.
So can I sit here for a minute? I'm gonna
Yeah.
Why does lazy faith creep in? Like, what do you think?
Oh, that's the enemy. He don't want you to be as powerful as you supposed to be. He wants you backsliding, anxiety. Okay.
The enemy doesn't want you as powerful as you're supposed to be.
Yes.
Somebody put that in the comments for me.
Yes.
That is good.
He wants you to be distracted.
Yeah.
He wants you to think otherwise than what the Lord has called you to be. So he want the negative thoughts, and you meditating on a negative, whatever a man thinketh, so is he. Yeah. So you have to truly think about what the Lord is telling you to do. Get up, go take a walk. You need to be up by 6 o'clock every morning. Oh, you want a routine? Let me show you how to do this. So it's all about quieting your mind so you can truly hear what the Lord is saying. Because if you don't, you're chaotic. A lot of people don't want to sit alone. And a lot of people. Yes. Sis, I'm just trying to tell you, girl, a lot of people don't want to sit alone because of the chaos in their mind. You can offer a room in your home where the Lord is there present. He's the head. But when you offer a room in your home and the person can't be there longer than 2 weeks, it's because they can't stand the peace of God. They too loud in their mind. They got to be heard there everywhere. They got to be under the influence. That's what the enemy wants. He wants you bound. He wants you hell bound, confused, conflicted, but Lord, conflict and convict me.
At all.
Where you at?
What she said?
I need it all.
So that's my take on it.
And
I have to give the mic and go on.
To piggyback off of what my sister said, when she talk about how the enemy just really wants you distracted, like a lot of times. I feel like this. I have experienced this myself. A lot of times you can be upset thinking that God has not answered your prayer, but he has actually already answered the prayer. You just haven't realized it because when you know how people say, you know what, Lord, I just want peace. I just want peace. And God will take you through an isolation season, and you will misinterpret that isolation season as, well, God, you're depriving me or something. You're trying to withhold something for me. But God is like, no, because the things that you are attached to, which is the noise, the distractions, and things like that, made it hard for you to hear my voice. But as soon as I try to give you something, it doesn't come in the way that you expect for it to come about. Now you mad at me. Correct. God had to check me real bad one time. I said, Lord, I'm so sorry. I didn't even realize that you answered a prayer that I prayed 2 years ago.
And that just sparked up Hosea 4:6. You know, my people
Perish for lack of knowledge.
That lack of knowledge.
Yeah,
And
that's good.
that was something that I really had to go through in life. Like he had to really show me that the reason why you are in the stepping stone or you in the season that you're in is because your lack of knowledge. And when I was awakened from that and he showed me that, I was like, oh my gosh, I could not do this alone. Like, I need you daily. I need you daily. How does this look? I really want to surrender it all to you because I can't manage being a wife on my own. I can't manage being a mother on my own, especially them teenage years. These teenage years is this, ooh, it's testing everything. It's testing my patience, everything. And I'm like, Lord, I didn't even know I felt this way. But he just really awakening me to show me that you have a voice, you have a purpose, you have a calling, and it's only going to take you to realize that. Like, you gotta separate yourself. And like you said with the isolation, don't think about the isolation mode as, oh, I'm getting behind, or I won't be able to do this or do that. That isolation season in some aspects is needed because he needs all of you. And it gives you rest, it gives you peace. That's where you can find yourself. And I needed that. I needed that. So that's why when you guys came on the boat and I connected with you guys and how it happened, it was such a divine timing. It was such a divine timing because I knew I couldn't do it alone. I know I needed his presence, but he knew I was going to need some sisters where I can call on, where I need y'all to pray for me right now because X, Y, and Z. So I appreciate it. I really do.
Listen, if you are just now tuning in, we are on the couch and it is hot, like legit. It's hot on the couch. We are talking about the inception, the genesis of She Is Rooted Ministry, but not just She Is Rooted Ministry, what they've given on the outside, but what God has done on the inside of them, where she is being rooted in her own self, where she is being rooted in herself, which is contributing to the power and the anointing that God is flowing through their ministry together. I don't know if you heard, but baby, God don't want you chaotic. He already answered your prayers. And if you lacking some knowledge, honey, that's what he's about to give you. Well, so to confirm what you said, I literally just said yesterday that God already answered our prayer. We just did not like the route he chose to answer it. We don't like the route. And when you don't like the route, it's hard to be rooted in him and trust him when you feel like it's not him. It's hard to be rooted in him and trust him when you feel like something is not him. That's why you have to get knowledge of who he is, because he gets to decide the conditions he creates for your life to get his answer to you. Your children ask for something, you get to decide the route how you want to give it. You don't just give it to them. You decide the conditions that have to be created in order for them to get that blessing, right? Sometimes God say, now you need some strategy. Now you need to get up early in the morning. Now you need some creativity. Now you need some discipline. We be wanting him to send so much out of the sky, but he like, I got to get you in order first. Chaotic. Our temples. He said, I got to get you in order first. Your mind all over the place. Your ears everywhere. You out of shape. Not just physically, you're out of shape everywhere. And so when you out of shape, it's hard for me to speak to you in the way you want to. So I got to get you in shape so I can speak to the body in a way that it can receive. But that's not what we're talking about. We talking about She Is Rooted, and I'm getting back to these ladies, okay? Okay, so y'all came together, all four y'all powerful women, dynamic, anointed in your own right. What does it look like to truly let your sister shine? Because going back to how she said, God told her, like, get in your journal, do all these different things, so she walking deeper in her calling. But what does that look like for y'all to let each other shine in your calling and your giftings as you come together in this ministry? Because it's easy, right? Culture, compare, compete, counsel, and all kind of other stuff. So how do y'all shear that away? Like, how do y'all guard against that?
I think it's very important when you're doing anything in a group setting to set a foundation.
Right. Yeah.
And the first mindset that you need to have when you're starting a group or you're just participating in anything where it's going to require more than one person is to make sure that you're going into that piece without thinking about egos.
Yeah, that's good.
Competition, things that's going, drive things to the left. You have to be able to be team players, partners, because this is a partnership at the end of the day. We're sisters. We have to make sure we're always on one accord. So for me, coming into this ministry, I want to see all of y'all win. I want to see each one of you guys. And I know my skill sets but I don't know y'all skill sets.
Correct.
So for
Yeah.
me, I'm real big on project management. That's one of the another skill set that I have, and I'm in leadership and corporate. So I've taken those skills to incorporate into She's Rooted to see like how can we figure this out? How can we make sure we figure out what everybody is good at, their skill sets, and how can we embrace each other in that type of aspect. I don't want to have it where one person is doing everything or another person is good at this and they not communicating. Communication plays a part in anything that you represent in life. Like you have to make sure your communication skills is on point, because if not, things will fail. And one thing we're not going to do is fail. We're going to be obedient. That's not an option. He called us to serve. He called us to be obedient. So with that, I take that very serious. This is a commitment. So I'm like, okay, I'm an observer. Right. And I can, see what people are good at, but I want them to also share that with me. So what are you good at? What do you like to do? What do you think what can you bring to this group? And we did that. We all figured out what we were gonna how we're gonna play a part in this, and we're still learning because this is new. I don't want to make it seem like we're very experienced or we're experts, because honestly we're not. We're still unlearning a lot of things about each other, and we're still working on being intentional with one another as well. So that's something that we're still trying to contribute. Like, we're trying to make sure that we're all on the same page. So I just at this point, the main thing is when we're trying to embrace and lift people up behind the scenes, I would definitely say we do a lot of work with each other as far as, I'm going to pick you up. I'm going to say for you, me and her, we did a prayer party recently, and she brought to my attention that she wanted to do a workshop where we're going to make the identity whole part over a marriage. She was like, we should do a marriage ceremony. And I was like, oh my gosh, that is so perfect. I think we should do that. I love that idea. So when your partners or your sister bring ideas to you and you love it, give them their credit, take action. And I was like, okay, so how do I play a part of this? How you want me to do? What do you want me to do? She took control of it because it was her idea, and she did it, and she laid it down to me, and I said, let's do it. So you have to work on just not trying to take control of things, or just trying to just be over certain things when it comes to when you're building like a group or a ministry and everything. You have to be able to listen to your sisters, hear each other out, and you guys compromise. And I feel like that's how we're actually building, how we're operating, how we're being successful at this point.
And to piggyback off of you, the two things that the Holy Spirit dropped in me was prayer and identity. So when you hear the agony in somebody, your sisters, or you hear an idea, some people in the old me, I would say I tend to, what can I do to make this better? Or what can I do? I want to implement myself. But in reality, we just need your support, right? So I just pray for your sisters, number one. If they have an idea, if they're going through something, don't pry. Pray. You know what I'm saying? And then like,
pray. Let's put that down.
Yes. And so the identity part about it is, the identity is the bigger part, right? If you don't know who you are, how can you operate in a setting like this? Because comparison kills.
Oh my gosh.
That's my takeaway on that.
That's so good.
Should I be honest with this? Because me and Jazz, we done had some talks.
No, I think you should.
Let's talk. Okay.
Yeah. And that's why we're on the couch. Be real honest.
I'm gonna put myself out there.
The thing is, this is what the people want.
Y'all want it
real raw on the couch.
Yes.
Because the goal is to reveal to heal. The goal is never
and it is
to
healing.
reveal to hurt or to wound. It's to reveal to heal. Right. That's what we do.
There's no condemnation.
None of us have arrived and made it in this thing. We all still unlearning. So we appreciate the unlearning and the unraveling that happens on this couch.
Absolutely.
So yeah, go ahead. Let's talk.
I would say when it comes to letting your sister shine, because me and Jazz have been we've been friends the longest, and then of course the other ladies, and right. But I would say that some things that I had to kind of unlearn, or a part of just being a part of like a sisterhood like this.
Yeah.
I had to let go like a lot of old false identity, a lot of pride that I didn't know that was there. I felt like honestly with the last party, it was a lot more spiritual warfare. I don't know what it was. I felt like my what I had to bring, the value that I brought to the group, I didn't know if like, am I really bringing value to the group? I was definitely like intimidated because I mean, Jazz is great. When I mean, she's a mom, she can do all kind of stuff. A lot of these women, like they have businesses, you know, kids, like they're used to juggling a lot. And I was going through a time when I was like, man, I just felt like I didn't measure up. I was forgetting everything. And I was just like, what is going on? Like, this is just not me. And I was just so frustrated. And it was hard for me to kind of like listen to certain stuff. I just felt like if I, like what you was kind of saying, like, how can I add more? Or what can I do to kind of have like a little more control to make me feel like I'm actually adding something? But in reality, it's like you don't have to try to prove yourself. Like God already said that you're supposed to be here because there's something within you, regardless of what the enemy is trying to get you to believe. Like at the end of the day, these are your sisters. Like, you know what I mean? And you don't have to compare yourself. So when it comes to like allowing a person to shine, is my thing was, I was reading about like gifts and stuff like that in the Bible one day, and leadership is a gift. So me thinking that like, okay, like because I procrastinate, listen, I'm not going to claim that, but I've struggled with procrastination.
You
and
take your time in certain areas.
yes, unnecessarily, where I take my time in certain areas. I would say that, but I feel like when you're, it's like when you're used to operating like that and now you're put in a position of leadership, something that you were just kind of like catapulted into, like you didn't see it coming, and then you're around other people that are very timely, like, you know, meetings and stuff, like they're very organized. I was kind of like, man, like I don't feel like I'm doing enough here, like, so, but I feel like God put me in this group because it was calling me higher to a different version of myself. And so it was a lot of stretching. It was a lot of stretching, you know, and it was a lot of growing pains, because when you're stretching, yeah, it's going to be some growing pains because you can't sit comfortable here. Like God, if he's calling you to go somewhere else, just expect some growing pains, but you don't have to be resistant to it. And my thing is, learn from the people around you. Like, they're not against you. Like, they really are here to help you. And so I love the ladies because, like, always willing to listen. There's no judgment. So I love my sisters.
I love that honesty. I say, I remember when I first got connected to y'all, and I told him, I said, God sends people across your path based on how you are growing and based on where you are going. Let's say it again. God introduces people on your journey based on how you are growing and based on where you are going. And so because of where you are going, he said, I need to now add excellence to it. I now need to add order to it. I now need to add intention to it. I now need to add consistency to it. That's for all of us. I think about every woman I've met in my journey who's called me up a little bit higher. And you're right, it can get a little bit intimidating. It's like, dang, she dot every I right.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like, dang, mine's still crooked.
Right.
That eye still, damn, your teeth, my teeth, I just can't get that tea like that. Right? And it's like, God, leave your strength. You know what, you keep dotting, because, baby, I will wear the polka dot. I'm not there yet. And it might not always get there, but sometimes you're becoming. And the goal isn't to be her. And the goal isn't to be her. And what has happened in groups and what continues to happen in life is that you will spend your time overworking yourself to become something that you are not, but it's only supposed to enhance you and make you better, and you learn from it, as opposed to taking on Jazz. You can't you will never be able to fit her shoe. What size you wear? Don't yeah. Okay.
These Lacianicas over
We will spend too much time overworking ourselves, stressed in a calling that we were never supposed to be walking in.
That's what I was saying. Leadership
Right?
is a gift. And that's why when I was reading, I ain't finished, but God was like, listen, like, leadership is a gift that I gave for her. Don't worry about her gift. You can learn from it, but you don't have to, like you said, overwork yourself to try to take that on to become a carbon copy of what she already has. Like, you learn from the thing. My thing is, try to focus on the value that it is that you bring. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Because I feel like that's how the enemy tries to operate with the whole comparison type of thing. Yeah. How he tries to, twist things. My thing is like, no, we're a sisterhood. Like, you're not working against her. Like, you learn from her. You know what I'm saying? All my sisters. So I'm glad I went through that. So when the next party comes, y'all, hopefully y'all gonna be there. We're gonna be a whole lot of it.
Yeah, it was wonderful, and it made me think about Romans 12 and 1 Corinthians 12 through all the way through 14, when he talks about, if you who exhort, you who minister, you who are hospitable, be hospitable. Like he say, be who you are and be in it fully. Right? Not everybody is gonna see the same way. Not everybody is gonna hear the same way. And I think if you spend all of your will saying why Kayla don't hear like me, or why Ray don't hear like me, or why Jasmine don't do, then we're in trouble. Because the foundation was never meant, when all of the construction workers come together, everyone eyes completely different for the blueprint of that establishment. All of you all have and bring different elements and pieces in order for that establishment to stay strong and stay rooted well. It's not going to be rooted well if it's built on ego, comparison, envy, jealousy, strife, contention, negativity, backbiting, slandering. Like, it's just not going to last, because that's he says you build your house on a rock and not on the sand. And I love that. I love that y'all are doing. Come on, ladies, let each other shine. Okay, so you talked about the unlearning piece. I'm gonna dig into this a little bit more. So then, what are some things you've had to unlearn about sisterhood, working with women, or all the things? Like, what have you had to unlearn? Yeah, friendship, all that. What have you had to unlearn?
I had to unlearn being intentional with making time. Yeah. Because I wear so many different hats. I have so many different responsibilities. And what the Lord had to show me is you have to find a way to not only just reach out to them or connect with them when it's dealing with the prayer party. You have to be intentional. You have to be more than that to them and with them. And I want you guys to grow with each other. I don't want this to be where you're growing in a separate way, which we're going to all have our individual relationships with him. But when it comes to She Is Rooted, he want us to be one. He want us to be connected in one. He want us to be rooted together so we can impact other women and explain our journey so we can make their journey a lot easier and smoother. So I had to relearn that and learn, what does it mean to be a friend? What does it mean to be a sister? What does it mean to be a partner? Because these are things you're gonna have to adapt to, because you're not used to operating like this. I already had my main people that I've been cool with since I was 16, 14 and everything, and these are new people. These are new relationships. So when you're building with new relationships, I grew up in an environment where we used to say all the time, we don't like no new people, or we don't bring no new friends, none of this. And it's like,
totally
so to see that it's okay to build new connections and everything, and how do you do that? How does that look? So I've been doing a lot of research on it. We're still working on it. We're still baby steps. Again, this is new. Our foundation is still fairly new, and we're still baby sisters at this moment. But I can see us elevating together. I can see us accomplishing so many things in the future together. And we all are gonna I just see it. I literally see that for us. So that's one thing I had to unlearn, because I had a one mindset where you don't get too close to this person, because you don't know what that's gonna be. And I had to rewind. I had to get that out of my way, because God called me to be in their life for a reason, and he called them to be in my life for a reason. So I'm here for the ride. So I want to learn, how can I continue to support them, and how can they continue to support me? And I think that all starts with taking our relationship serious. So being very intentional. Baby, we doing meetings weekly. We gonna be going on dates. We gonna be listen, you on calls. We gonna do it all. We gonna do it all. We gonna do it all. And it's spa night. We gonna do a spa.
Ray, what are some things that you've had to unlearn about sisterhood, friendship, ministry, whatever, when it comes to working with them?
So I just want to touch on this one word, incompetent. I truly thought that I was incompetent to be a part of something major. I thought I was incompetent to not be to show up. And so I had to unlearn that because My past, you know, my past, it took me a long time to take my GED. But then when I failed my written exam for my essay, I went back and took it and I scored the highest score.
Wow.
And so I knew that the Lord, see, the enemy wants me to just stay bound and think that I'm not capable, and I'm very capable of all things. And I'm competent. I'm actually quite smart. and I love that about myself. So you just got to stay grounded and just stay rooted in who you truly are and ask the Lord, who am I? Like you said, I'm the apple of your eye, right? You said I'm a woman of God. You love me for who I am. So I just had to really just stick with that.
Yeah, come on.
I mean, that was
I love that.
I think I pretty much already kind of said, last time, but just
I love her.
like I already said it. I said what I said.
Okay, so how do you know individually when you're being uprooted or something is trying to uproot you? How do you know?
Oh, honey, the growing pain that I just talked about, the stretching, it feels very uncomfortable.
Yeah.
But the difference is, it's like whatever God has called me to do, which is bringing me higher, it should always have some type of good fruit. It always should be like, okay, well, this is for a good reason, versus it being like, okay, if what's causing me pain is leading me to something that's not good, that's not purposeful, then this ain't even something for God, and I don't need to be stretching in this way. So I would definitely say, like,
stretching in this way.
listen. Aerosmith said, walk this way. We're going to walk this way. I'm not walking that way. But no, so yeah, I would just definitely say that when you're being uprooted, it's going to feel like a stretch. You may be met with frustration. You may feel incompetent. You may question what it is that you bring, but there is something on the inside of you that I feel like I had to trust that God knows me more than I know myself. And if he called me to it, he's going to see me through it. Okay. And we are going through it. We're not going to stay here. So, and I'm in the environment that's around me, positive women, you know what I mean? Women of God, like praying for you. Like we fast together. You know what I mean? So you'll know when that stretching season comes, you're going to know.
Ooh, child, my heart is full. How do you know when you're being uprooted?
For me, when I know that I'm being uprooted is when I go back to my vomit. Like the word says. When I keep doubling back.
She be giving it.
I be really self-studying, like, what are you doing?
Yeah.
Like that self-talk. You gotta truly like talk to yourself better than what the past talked to you as, whether it was like a broken parent or friends that enabled you to be who you truly called to be. So what uprooting looks like to me was that self-talk. Stop doing that. Like you need to, if she cutting up, hooping and hollering to my ski, you don't need to be over there. You don't need to be right there. You need to be over. Stop doubling back. Stop going back to your vomit, as the word tells us. Put your best foot forward. I'm not going back. Yes, I cannot. Girl.
We said seeing is too expensive and it do not go on sale.
And it don't.
You can't afford
It don't determine how much it costs.
Yeah.
You pay for it, but it determines the cost.
Yeah.
It's a lot,
and you can't get no discount.
Yeah.
At all.
Yeah.
Being uprooted when you going back to your vomit.
You know it's real.
Yeah.
Cause the enemy like, no, I need you. Please just stay right here. He's so ugly and burnt up and hissing at the mouth. He toe up. He want to be God bad. You can't.
You can't. You can never.
You can't have me. You can't have my family. Yeah. So you just gotta, just stay grounded and stay rooted and who you truly are, and listen to the Holy Spirit. Be obedient. You gotta be obedient. If he say move, you move just like that. To the right, to the right, to the left, to the left. Now kick.
Kick him on out. Kick him on out.
What?
Kick him out.
Okay, no, you gotta hold the mic for a second.
Okay.
So, people out there, life, society, culture will try to uproot you. How do you guard against that?
Ooh.
Because I can hear somebody saying, like, I know I heard that, but I heard this trying to uproot me. How do I stay planted? Because Psalms 1 tells us, if you planted by the stream, everything
Yes.
will flourish. But it's gonna be hard to flourish when you're being uprooted.
Yes.
Uprooted over and over and over again. How does one silence that to keep themselves rooted?
So I remember Jazz talked about isolation, right? And you're gonna hear the negative thoughts, you being fake, or you acting funny, or this and that. You have to truly, first of all, separate yourself. You gotta pull back, okay? And whatever you got going on, you need to seek ye first the kingdom of God and his righteousness, and all the things will be added unto you. Matthew. Thank you. Matthew 6:33. Yes. And so you have to do that. So Lord, what does it look like to seek you? What does it look like to turn from the things? Who do you want out of my actually remove them? You know, and it's gonna be scary, right? It's not gonna be easy for you. One day you gallivanting with this group of people, and then the Lord will wake you up and say, cut them all off. It's me and you time. And so you have to be obedient. Obedience is better than sacrifice. So are you going to delay your time with the Lord and delay your calling, or are you going to be obedient and walk in your purpose and walk in your calling? Because your purpose is not sitting and talking every day with somebody. That third, you know what I'm saying, really can keep you bound as well. Them phone calls and distractions, girl, that's a big deal. So you just need to be obedient. And if the Lord is telling you to sit still, sit still. If he's telling you to cut them off, cut them off. The main thing is to read your word. If you don't have a Bible, DM somebody, I'll purchase the Bible. I just bought my little brother's 2 Bibles, 2 cases. We're going to get the highlighters and notebooks from the Dollar Tree. You need to read your word and get acquainted with the Lord, because he's the first relationship. Everything else comes with that. So when you seek him, he'll give you everything you need.
Yeah, come on.
Baby, that was beautifully said.
Thank you.
I think the enemy the enemy is already trying to set up shop in your mind. So therefore he gets you discouraged before you're even able to fully walk. So like you said, the distractions, the self-doubt, the false identity, things that you believed about yourself that God never even said about you. So yeah, you're absolutely right. What did God say about you? What is it his sheep know his voice, right? So in my mind, if something is trying to get me to doubt, I'm like, okay, I need to sit here and decipher, is this something that God will say to me, or is this something that the enemy will say to me? Because
My therapist said that. She said anything that is good is from God, and anything that is negative is from the devil.
Absolutely.
So you need to be in line to know.
Absolutely. And then you also have to ask yourself, like, okay, if it's self-doubt, if it's fear, imagine, okay, and this actually happened to me in real life. It actually changed my life. Imagine you, right? Well, no, imagine a huge throne chair in a room, right? And Satan was sitting on it. And he had fear, doubt, shame, guilt, or whatever it is that you struggle with. And you were bowing down to the throne of Satan. And you're saying, you know what? I'm going to allow for you to oppress me with these things. I'm going to partner with you and come into an agreement, come into this marriage with this lie, and allow you to oppress me and not even begin to hear the voice of God, because my mind is so filled with the negative things. And then the thing is, like, God is like, I never even said those things about you. You know what I'm saying? Like, this is not even something that I would even send to you. So that's something that actually helped me. Like, I had to realize that what you obey, what you bow down to is what you serve. Like, I'm not here to serve the voice of a demonic being. Like, this is not even of my Father. So get into your word, start to discern and learn how to hear God's voice. And a lot of times we feel like God is not speaking to us. God wants to talk to his creation all the time, more than what you know. Right. People have dreams. God can talk to you through a person. Right. God can talk, especially through little kids. Like, it's something about kids for me. My niece has done it for me. Like, God can talk to you through anything. He can talk to you through nature, but sometimes we're just so consumed with our day-to-day lives, the demands of life, and our own desires that really are earthly, worldly desires that really aren't even desires of God. They're not even pleasing to God. So we're so consumed with these other external things that really don't matter. And then it prevents us from walking in our purpose. So that's my TED Talk.
Ooh, that's so good. It's like God unclogged me.
Pure me.
Like unclog me. Whatever got me stopped up, like just unclog it. Like I don't.
Go on a spiritual detox. We need a spiritual enema. We need all of that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, because we're consuming so much today.
Yeah.
And it keeps you from discerning what is, when people don't know which way to go, is because you got to sometimes go, what I got going on in here. I can have a whole lot, to the point on the chaos earlier. You can have a whole lot going on and have nothing going on at the same time. And so I get the stuff out of me that ain't got me. Yeah, come on. That ain't got me moving. I ain't got nothing going on, but I got a whole lot going on. Unclog me. Unclog me, please.
You gotta take a step back.
Yeah, unclog me. So when thinking about where you are in your own individual lives and as a collective, where have you found the challenge in asking for help and or support, and then where have you overcome that? Like who has it? Like, you know what, it's hard for me to say, you know, I actually am hurting right now, or I'm challenged right now, I'm going through right now, and here's what I need. How did you overcome that pride or that, you know, that privacy to come to lay yourself before one another?
I would definitely say for me, that was a huge challenge because I'm so used to being that go-to girl. Everybody come with me. They share whatever's going on in their life, anything like that, or they need help. And so for me, I'm so used to just keeping things in order or doing everything, like even with my family and friends and stuff. Like I'm just always that person. And so being in this setting with, you know, these ladies in the ministry, it was a little challenge because God had to reveal to me, to tell me like it's okay to open up. Like I'm not used to opening up as much as I do. Like there are so many things that I don't even share with my closest friends. And the Lord was like, you have to open it up so you can heal. You have a lot of healing that you need to reveal.
Reveal to heal.
Reveal to heal. Yeah.
So that you can heal.
Exactly.
And in the right places, though, right? It requires you discerning the right places.
It definitely
does. The Lord will bring you to those people where you can know this is a safe place to open my heart.
He did. And I prayed for a community. And at first I was like, I don't know if this is it. I don't know if I can open up. And he was like, you have to work with what you have. Stop keep on praying for more people you can connect with. Because I was like, oh, I would like to connect with someone that's in real estate. They're a mom, they're this. And it's like, no, utilize your resources. You have, I brought Teresha in your life. I brought Kiana in your life. I brought Kayla in your life. Utilize these women. Share with them what's going on. And it was a little challenging for me. I brought Precious in my Precious. Right. It's Precious in my life.
I was waiting on it.
And Precious, y'all. I would never forget my good sister. I would not forget my other good sister at all. But no, seriously, like, I mean, because we've even had our talk 101 where what I'm saying right now, I've shared that with you. So, you know, that was different for me. I'm not used to that. So he had to first reveal that. And when he revealed that, I started opening up. And it was a little scary at first because I'm like, I don't know how they're going to receive it or how they're going to accept it, or should I even let them in? Because once again, you know, I was kind of bound to my environment from the past, where it was like my parents used to say, you can't be telling everybody everything or letting everybody. And it's like, no, it is okay to open up, to be vulnerable and let them know what you're experiencing and to share, oh, I really need you. I need prayer right now. And he also revealed to me, like, I brought these people in your life to do that. So be careful, because a lot of times we'll share things with outsiders. And when you're sharing those things with them, it'll backfire because you don't know what they're praying over you. You don't know what they're saying once you get off the phone or wherever the place might be. But he showed me that, and I'm beyond grateful because I needed that support, and I didn't think that I can even get through to that. Like I would have never thought I would get to this point in my life where I'm being more open, because I'm so used to just receiving, sharing. I'm like, well, where's my wisdom? Where's my people of wisdom? Where are they at? And he's like, right in front of you, daughter. Right in front of you. You just,
God already answered the prayer.
he did. He already answered the prayer, and I'm beyond grateful for recognizing that in him, showing me that. And that's why, like you guys say, it's important to get in the word and to really do that, because he will show you that version of yourself where it's like you're missing this because of this.
Yeah.
And you thinking that you're like you said, your prayer is not answered, but it is.
Yeah, come on.
Yeah. You want to share anybody?
Can you say
The question one
you
time.
actually that was enough.
Yeah. That was really good. Well, so leave the people with this then. How will they know they have found community? Like, what would it feel like? What would it be like? How would they know that they're right where they're supposed to be with the people they're supposed to be? What will be happening? Leave them that, and then we'll.
I feel like, of course, like scripture says, iron sharpens iron. So you should feel yourself not being stagnant, but actually growing and excelling. They should always bring you closer to God, growing in your relationship with God together, because He is the foundation. Okay, that's how you're going to stay rooted with your relationships. So when you find community, honestly, I feel like you'll just kind of know. It's like your spirit will kind of resonate. Like, you know what? This is something I've never even had before. Yeah. It's a lot of positivity, a lot of women uplifting each other, encouraging each other. And so you'll notice that it's a difference. It's a certain type of maturity. It's a difference with how your conversations are being held, the things that you speak over each other. It's just going to be something. It's very refreshing. It's like a breath of fresh air. Like, it's something new. It just feels good. So I think when you know, like that's like you find your man, you know. You all know you find your tribe. You're gonna know you find your tribe. So again, it should always bear good fruit. And if it's not bearing good fruit, if your conversations are negative or it doesn't serve either one of you, then that's when you have to kind of go back to the drawing board and reevaluate who it is that you're surrounding yourself with, that you're spending your time with. So I think that's how you kind of know.
What would y'all add?
I just want to add this scripture that I had read today. I'm doing a Bible plan on discernment. And so this scripture stood out to me today, Hebrews 5:14. And it says, solid food is for those who are mature, who through training have the skill to recognize the difference between right and wrong. So can you ask that question one more time so that I can answer that?
How do you know when you found community? What does it feel like?
When you know it's right.
Yeah.
Right. So back to this scripture, like when you know it's right, when your heart is softened, when you feel that you it's a safe space, you can trust that person. When you just start opening up, I don't know why I ain't never did this. It's meant, right? Just back to what you were saying, like no new friends. I need all the new friends who love Jesus.
Who love Jesus.
Right? So in the language, you know what I'm saying? The language is a big thing. People who not doing what you used to do, right? Yeah. And so you just have to ask the Lord for discernment, because that's the plan that I'm reading right now. Lord, give me the wisdom and knowledge that I need to know who you want me around and who's not for me. And you need to exercise that. We so quick to go to the gym and so quick to take a walk and so quick to intermittent fasting and all the things, but you really need to learn how to exercise so that you can cleanse yourself and hear the Lord's voice and be open, honest, safe, and all the things with your community, so you can exercise the good things so that it can come out of you.
Yeah, come on.
Yeah. And to add to that, I would just say you will feel free.
Oh,
yeah.
You will definitely feel free. You will feel a peace of mind.
Yeah.
You will feel no chaos, and you will feel like, okay, I feel like every day I'm elevating because baby eager, hungry like a thing. Sir, I need the food. Fill me up. Feed me. Yes.
Healthy, mature
Conversations where it's like you're just not talking about X, Y, and Z.
Pookie and Ray right now.
Yeah, Pookie and right now. Your conversations is spiritual, and then it's about elevating. It's about growing. It's about, okay, what challenges am I incurring that you can help me out with? Like, you're pouring into each other. It's accountability for sure. Accountability. So you will just feel a peace of mind, and you'll feel so free and so much joy. I feel like joy will also come into that place because it's like every day when you wake up, I know I have this community outside outside of the Lord. If I need to go to them after I consent with Him first to see, okay, sister, this is what I'm going through. I need extra prayer because this XYZ is not working for me. So to have that it's an amazing feeling. It's definitely an amazing feeling, and it just takes you to a whole nother level where you just feel like you're just growing. There's no stop. You'll feel unstoppable. And then you'll be like, okay, I know when I talk to this person, I'm finna get something out of it.
Yeah.
So it should definitely feel like that when you find that right community. And don't get discouraged if the community that you do decide to get into doesn't work out. I always say this: use every relationship that end as an experience, because you should learn from every experience that you go through, and you just know what pros and cons you need to take out of their relationship to use in the other relationship. So don't think because one community didn't work that there's no community for you, because there's always a community out there for you. And remember, God is always for you if you can't find that community right away.
Ooh, this is so good. Use that end as an experience. And a couple of things I want to add to community is you will feel not just free, but light to be yourself, not having to perform or to be extra or prove your worth or prove your existence or prove that you're talented or prove that you're created or prove that you're anointed. You will just be. The environment will just let you be, and you will be yourself. And that is when you know you're exactly where you're supposed to be, because you're thriving and you're flourishing, and everything you touch helps other people get better, and what you touch, they make you better.
Absolutely.
That's how you know. Ladies, She Is Rooted. Tell them where can they find y'all on social media, and then we gonna close out this big old thing here.
So you can find us on social media, TikTok. She Is Rooted. Also, we have a link that we're gonna drop on the live. Also on GroupMe. You can look up on GroupMe, download the app if you don't have it. Look up She Is Rooted, and we will ding you in. And it's going to be a time, honey. We're doing a meet and greet Saturday, so we have 52 members in the group right now, and we're doing a meet and greet Saturday at the City Foundry, so the ladies can mingle and we can get to know each other. So come on out. 6 p.m. Saturday at the City Foundry with all the women from She Is Rooted or the GroupMe, and whoever can make it. And if they can't make it, they're going to come to the next one. So we love y'all. Thank you
so much, y'all. Y'all did so good. Y'all celebrate them. Y'all did so phenomenal. Thank y'all so much for tuning in. Absolutely. What y'all? Absolutely. Thank y'all so much. I had the wonderful privilege of being a part of the Pink Prayer Party. Christian Shields, like,
This girl here.
oh, yeah, we're not talking about me. We're not talking about me.
Listen, I already told you what I told you. You need to be traveling, y'all. Okay?
I'm traveling. I'm traveling in Jesus. Yes, ma'am. I receive everything. I receive it all. We're not talking about me. We're talking about them. Christian Shields couldn't make it to the Pink Prayer Party, and I had the opportunity to be on that panel, but I had the opportunity to experience their ministry, and God is totally doing something magnificent through y'all. It's clear you're rooted. It's clear you're seeking His counsel. Baby, infant, or not, you're on the right food. And when you're on the right food, you can't help but thrive and grow and go in the direction. And so we do have a YouTube coming for Convos for the Couch, y'all. It's getting... Our creative director, he told us we can't stay Facebook Live anymore. So know that YouTube will be coming next month. We have a phenomenal couple coming to the couch next month. PK is coming to the couch later this fall. People ending the year with a strong... Combos just keep getting... I mean, it's more coming, but Q won't let me tell y'all, so I can't tell y'all. But just know it's coming. But thank y'all so much for tuning in. We will see y'all next month. Thank y'all so much. Bye. Thank you so much, Darren. Give it up for Darren, y'all, creative director. He held the cameras down, baby. All right, y'all. Thank y'all. Good job. Y'all did it.
Thank you.
Absolutely.
So much
Oh my God, y'all crushed it. This was so good.